Yo, what's up guys, I'm the Fire King, and today I have our TE Season 1 Week Number 5 matchup. We're going up against a good buddy of mine. He goes by the name of AJ. He is coach of the H.Absols. And he's 0-4. And so he hasn't won, and we're 4-0. We haven't lost. So on paper, we should be able to beat AJ. That's just on paper, because we all know how the game of Pokemon is. Anything could happen. And you know, his record doesn't show how good of a battler he is. He's just been very busy with school. But I still appreciate him, you know, at least trying and still having his battles. So AJ, I appreciate it very much. And like I said, we're 4-0, so we're first place in our division, first place in the league overall. And we're basically already guaranteed to go to playoffs and guaranteed the first place spot in our division. But if I beat AJ, you know, it's 100% locked that I'm gonna be in playoffs. That I'm gonna be in playoffs basically. But you know, let me tell you about my team. I got my Mega Venusaur, which is specially defensive with Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, and Synthesis. M.Victinis, holding the Wise Glasses with Blue Flare, Psych Shock, Glaciate, U-Turn. Lando, physically defensive with Leftovers with EQ, Rock Slide, Knockoff, and U-Turn. Greninja, holding the Expert Belt with Scold, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, U-Turn. Registeel, especially defensive, holding the Leftovers with Flash Cannon, Seismic Toss, T-Wave, and Stealth Rocks. Blastoise is especially defensive, holding the AV with Scold, Icy Wind, Mirror Cone, and Rapid Spin. And the reason Blastoise is especially defensive with the AV is because my opponent had access to a Chandelier. And AJ over here brought Tornadus, Jirachi, Darmanitan, Mega Altaria, Gliscor, and Tesserina. So let's just get into this battle. As he leads off with his Gliscor, and I lead off with my Registeel, and I'm just going to go for Stealth Rocks, because I could take an EQ. So I set up my Stealth Rocks as he goes into the Darmanitan. And here I go for Intimidate, get that Intimidate drop, as he goes for a Flare Blitz. And right here, keep in mind, I went into Lando, got that Intimidate drop. And he still did 56% damage to me. So knowing that, I know he has Choice Band Adamant nature. But the whole game I was playing like if he was a Choice Scarf Adamant, even though he's Choice Band Adamant. So just keep that in mind. And right here he could knock me out with another one, but he decides to switch out, and I'm going to go for a knockoff because I want to get rid of that thing's item. As he goes into Mega Altaria, I go for a knockoff. And this still does a good amount because he came in on rocks. So I'm going to switch out my Lando, go into my Mega Venusaur. As he goes on to his Altaria, as he goes for the Roost. And let me pause it really quick. And I guess you could say I kind of messed up at the beginning of the game because I already had Mega Venusaur instead of regular Venusaur, but it didn't matter at the end because I switched it on the Altaria that went for the Roost. And right there I would have clicked my Mega Evolution button, as you see, and I just went for Leech Seed on the Tornado switching. As he takes Leech Seed damage and Rocks damage, I'm going to switch out into my Registeel. As he goes for the Supersonic Sky Strike, I eat it up. It does 21% to me. I'm going to get Leftover recoveries and then Leech Seed recoveries. I'm going to be basically at full. And I'm just going to go for a Stealth Seismic Toss because I knew he was going to click Darmanitan. Or I had a feeling. And this thing is going to go for Flare Blitz. So I'm going to switch out into my Lando, get that Intimidate drop. Flare Blitz is coming my way. No, he goes for a Superpower. So I could live another one. And I'm just going to click a knockoff. Because like I said, I want to get rid of this thing's item. Or anything's item. Except for that Altaria. Because he's a Mega. As he goes out to Jirachi, I go for the knockout. Get rid of the Leftovers. And here I could have probably knocked him out with an EQ. But I switch out into my Blastoise as he goes for Iron Head. Does 12% to me, which is nothing. And right here I'm just going to go for Scold. Going for fishing for a Skull Burn. I do not get it. And I'm going to switch out into my Mega Venusaur just in case this thing's like a DD variant. As he goes for a Return. Does 20% to me, and here I'm going to kill Leech Seed because I know he's not staying in. He goes on to a Tornadus. He takes rock damage. and then Lychee connects, and I'm basically at full. Like I said, I don't want to take like a Hurricane or something, so I'm going to go on to my Registeel. He predicts that it goes for a superpower. It does 36 to me, and here I'm going to click T-Wave, because if this thing stays in, he's crippled, and if something else besides the Gliscor comes in, he's going to be crippled. So he switches out, well, he goes for the U-turn, as I go for my T-Wave, and he brings in his Mega Altaria. So now this thing is crippled unless he has a Heal Bell, and I get leftover recoveries. I'm just going to go for a Flash Cannon. Does 52% to him, and then he gets a special defense drop, so I know the next one is going to knock him out, as he went for a Roost. I'm just going to go for Flash Cannon, knocking out the Altaria, and we're up 6-5 at this moment. And here he's going to go into, what was it, Jirachi? Yep. And I'm just going to click T-Wave, as he goes for Healing Wish. And I'm like, man, I'd rather him pass the Healing Wish into Tornadus. It'll be easier for me to deal with. But as you guys see here, he got to heal up the Darmanitan, and then he takes rock damage. I can't take an EQ or a Flare Blitz or even a superpower, so I'm going to switch out into my Lando as he went for a Flare Blitz. And Lando goes down there. And here I'm going to go to my Mega Venus. I'm going to go into Greninja and go for a Scold, even though I know the Tishina is going to come in. I'm going to go for Scold. No Skull Burn, and I have Ice Beam. But if this thing's like AV or Yachi Berry, it knocks me out with the Trop Kick. So I'm just going to go for a U-turn, go into Victini, and something's dying. As he goes for the Trop Kick, so like I said, something's dying now. As I'm going to go for a Psychic. As he switches out into Gliscor, I go for the Psychic. It does 40% to the Gliscor. I have Glaciate. I'm going to click Glaciate, because Gliscor is 4 times weak to Ice. So the Glaciate is easily going to knock out Gliscor. We're up 5-3 now. Here he goes on to Darm. And I'm going to switch out into Blastoise, sacking it off, because I'm AV, especially defensive. So 2 EQs won't knock me out. That one did 52% to me. The next one is going to knock me out. And I could take an EQ with my Mega Venusaur, so that's exactly who I'm going to go out to. And I'm just going to collect Sludge Bomb. As he brings in back Darmanitan, he goes on to Tornadus, takes rock damage, takes my Sludge Bomb, and I get the poison, and Tornadus goes down. And that's a kill for Mega Venusaur. And here he goes out to Tesserina. I'm just going to click Sludge Bomb and knock this thing out. As he goes for a Rapid Spin, getting rid of the rocks, that way Darmanitan comes in without, taking rock damage. And here he goes on to Darmanitan. I could take a Flare Blitz. I could take an EQ and knock him out with the Sludge Bomb. But he goes for a Flare Blitz, knocking out my Registeel, and he goes down with the Recoil. And right there, I messed up by letting Registeel down, because obviously I can't let Mega Venusaur go down. He's like in 2nd place in the league for kills. Victini, I can't let Victini go down. That's the captain of the team. Registeel, I messed up by letting Registeel go down, because he leads the team and the league in kills. So I should have sacked off Greninja there, to be honest. But that's beside the point. The Minnesota Victinis pick up a nice 3-0 win. GG to my buddy AJ. We are now 5-0 with a plus 19 differential. Next week, we face my good buddy Seth, who's 4-1. And Seth is my best friend, not only in the league, or in the, the Pokemon community, I guess, but outside the league also. Because, I work with him, we hang out outside of work, and he's the one that introduced me to competitive battling. He taught me the ropes. And he's like, I haven't been able to beat him in league format. I'm like 0-2 against him in league format. He beat me twice, I think, in the BCF, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm ready to defeat him. And next week is going to be teacher versus a student, basically. He's a teacher, I'm a student, and it's going to be Clash of the Titanics. But that's about it. And with that, I will catch you guys next time. Later.